With us is Brahmastra cast, Ranbir-Alia, Ayan, very warm welcome.
I'm not the cast.
Of course, cast and director.
Be very happy for a complete feeling ki, "Oof, it's done."
Alia is like the leading producer, director, all actors. She knows every figure, she knows everything.
She can get daunting sometimes, you know, she can, because she's a bit boisterous, you know, and she can bully you.
Mean, what topping does Brahmastra pizza have?
What topping? Definitely not pineapple, because I feel pineapple doesn't go with pizza. So all those people who feel pineapple tastes good with pizza, it sucks.
Hi, I'm Arun Singh. We're talking Brahmastra, and I have only one Astra, which is the talking Astra, and I've actually got a button also, and someone, not like one of you, has to switch it on. Only then I go like fumble less. So we are at Dharma's office, and with us is Brahmastra cast, Ranbir-Alia, Ayan, very warm welcome.
I'm not the cast.
Of course, cast and director. Congratulations on the success.
Thank you.
And I'm definitely not going to ask that how did it feel, because I'm sure it felt great. But what has been the learning, your biggest learning from this film?
Biggest learning, oh God, there are so many. Why don't you start? Because I'm thinking up my answer.
I
Sure,
think
sure.
biggest learning is that we, or maybe if I can speak for them, thought that this would feel great. But like Amitabh Bachchan has said in the last line of the film that हम लड़ाई जीत चुके हैं, लेकिन जंग अभी बाकी है, because there is a long way to go. So it's never done. And I think as artists, as creative people, that is, we should be grateful for that. You know, that we found some inspiration, some criticism, love, and what not, you know, which came from the audience, and we carrying that into part 2, part 3, and on to the Astravas. And I think that's what I'm feeling today.
Yeah, that sums up what we all feel, I think, you know. Lots of learnings about the creative process. We've had learnings, to be honest, through this journey, because it was a very, you know, unusual, new kind of film that we were trying to make. But honestly, now there's just a feeling of like gratitude as we've put it all out, and a feeling of excitement for the future.
What has been your biggest takeaway?
I think what Ranbir said, it's that yeah, there's this, we would be very happy for a complete feeling ki, "Oof, it's done." But a done feeling is just not coming, and it just feels like, yeah, it's
The journey goes on.
you have to actually be even more alert and aware and awake at this time. So Friday we thought we'll breathe, no, but then we're like, let's wait for Sunday. Then after, you know, a great weekend, we're like, no, but let the week get over. Now it's like all about the second weekend, third weekend. So while it's all positive and it's good and it's all of that, yeah, I think we are kind of taking in everything, criticism, love,
Sure.
everything, just because we feel like we need to arm ourselves right now so we can move forward and deliver an even better product with part 2 and part 3.
But taking cue from what she said, what was Friday morning like? Because this film has taken a lot of labor and
Friday morning when
It
we
was-
woke up.
It was hard. It was
we-
not easy.
yeah.
We were sitting like
What, sitting, like, remind me?
on
what
the
happened?
edge. I remember I woke up at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Ranbir and Alia were buzzing. I think they were almost weirdly buzzing more than I was in the first 3-4
Ayan
days.
was like
I had a weird
silent
sense
on
of
Friday.
calm on the first
Zen.
few days.
Yeah, I was obviously.
I think I was so
sitting on-
tired delivering the film. I was just like,
Then
but they
my
were like
energy,
bouncing,
like,
reading everything. They
I
had
don't
crazy
remember actually what
energy.
happened Friday.
Don't you remember I woke up early, then I came back to bed, then we woke up again and I was sitting talking, then you and I were talking for some 4 hours.
Alia is like a
Speaking
trade
and
pundit
this
on this.
and
yeah, I was going to ask who out
Basically.
of you is someone who's good
Alia,
with numbers.
there's a joke amongst everybody on the film, including all the different producers, that Alia is like the leading producer, director, all actors. She knows every figure, she knows everything. What's happening in every territory,
So
she's like
I'm
a,
like speaking to people. Ranbir
like a
goes
Dawn.
the hard route.
Okay.
He goes on the social media sites and types Brahmastra,
And
so
reads
that
everything.
everything comes there. So he goes for the hard route, which is very difficult. I can't go that route. I prefer to speak to people on the phone. So between the two of us, we are covering a lot of grounds. We were calling Ayan up, and Ayan actually was just silent on Friday.
It was a very difficult and challenging project to put together all these years and to get out. The last lap of it was extremely challenging. So honestly, just the fact that we put the whole film together and delivered it that was one high point for us even prior to release. That, you know, we'd finally finished and like reached the top of the mountain, and Brahmastra 1 was done and ready. So I think that feeling has actually also been a feeling that I've been carrying around all these days, that we did our best and we finished our work on part 1.
And you know, one standard thing that has been there in every review and also everyone I'm talking to who's watched the film is about the visuals of it, the VFX of it. Can you give us an insight of what really went into from your end? Because it was a different school of cinema for you as well.
So, you know, I'll try to keep it short because there's a lot to say.
Sure.
Like, this journey of the VFX and making the visuals has been like, you know, 7-8 year journey of just figuring out how to do it. Everything on Brahmastra has involved the words new and learn how to do it, and, you know, be patient to allow this new thing to happen. And that's how it was to get where we got visually on the film. I genuinely, like, with a lot of like no arrogance and a lot of humility, want to say that I feel very proud of the visuals that we put together on this film. I truly think that technically it's a big step ahead from anything that we've managed to achieve before. And you know, visual effects are a tool in the modern world of filmmaking to really allowing your imagination to take flight. You need visual effects to create like everything that the human mind can imagine. And so for our cinema to progress and be really creative and imaginative, visual effects are a very important tool. So I feel that Brahmastra, by, you know, being so integrated with VFX, this is a great thing for us, for the Astraverse, but also a great thing for Indian film in general. You know, and I think that it's a tool that hopefully a lot of other people will be able to use a lot more and a lot more freely and more imaginatively with after Brahmastra.
Right, and past few months have been quite monumental for both of you. A lot has happened on the professional and personal front. And you know, when there's a work dynamic, a lot of people shy away also from working with friends because there's a different kind of dynamic that cross paths. How is it working with your partner? And of course, you've been promoting it together. What has been that like?
Easy. I mean, I don't think there's like.
I mean, do you divide your like mind? Okay, this is my work personality for you, and this is my.
I think it just naturally happens that when we're in a working atmosphere, like, and also Ranbir and I are both very strong individuals, especially me. Like, I mean, I don't mean he's not a strong individual, but what I mean is we both sort of respect each other's individual personality in our professional commitments together, and we don't kind of get in the way. And we don't feel like, and anyway, I don't think we are those do jism ek jaan kind of people even in our personal sort of life. We have a beautiful equation as companions, but we have an actually even better working relationship because we both are so passionate about movies, and we both have sort of like to soldier on along with, you know, the director and the visionary over here, and we like to sort of surrender and give completely to the process. So in that sense, yeah, it was very easy, very effortless, and honestly nothing that is like screams out to me as a different equation.
For you, Ranbir, have you been carrying different personality to work with your partner, or?
No, I don't think so. You know,
No.
Also comes from the reason that I respect her a lot. I admire her as an actor, as the person she is, apart from being my wife. Yeah, she can get daunting sometimes. You know, she can, because she's a bit boisterous. You know, and she can bully you. You know, she tries and gets me to do.
Does it come on you or everybody on the set?
She tries to do a lot of Instagram photo shoots with me before we go to an event.
One second, not once have I done an Instagram photo shoot with you.
I know, but there is a lot of
Just
fighting.
let me make it very clear.
Is it his photo shoot or two of you together?
Two of us together.
I do
Two of you together.
my pictures and all of that.
Yeah.
Little bit, you know, my clothes and everything. Ranbir Kapoor, let me be very clear, he's the most shy person. So like Ranbir Kapoor, no baby, no photo, no photo. So I asked once and all, I'm like, do you want to take a photo? He said, no, I have not tried to make you do any picture after that.
True. But having said that, I actually use Alia as...
I love how he surrendered. He's like, true.
True.
No, I'm in that place that if anybody tells me 2 + 2 is 5, I'll say yes. No, having said that, what I must say is that I think I have got the best manager in the world, and that is Alia. Because anything that I have to get done, I get it done through her, because she's got the best management skills in the world.
Right.
She just makes it happen. and she just makes my life easy, you know. So if there is some communication that I have to tell Ayan or the production or something about promotions or the film, we discuss it. I try and convince Ayan, put that. Ayan, put this back. And we try and convince. I try and convince
Some
her.
kind of Brahmastra magic happening.
Yeah.
Behind us.
Maybe the
Well,
universe
the
is
best
saying
thing
that.
is this thing's off my shoulder. He wants to know everything. People think I am more curious. Ranbir is as curious.
But he does it silently.
He
Yeah,
does
I do
it
too.
Why are you?
If he wants to know, he like call Ayan. And then I call Ayan, then he does.
You know,
Put it on speaker.
sometimes I wonder if these two had not gotten together and they were the lead. Brahmastra is, we've spoken about it so much, it went on for so long, that supposing Ranbir was in Brahmastra and Alia was not in Brahmastra, and we were hanging out so much, I don't think we could have managed the film. It was perfect that we were, because we had to carry this film for so long.
Right.
In a way, it became like, you know, a little child that we were all carrying amongst us for many, many years and talking about it as a team.
And we're shooting off a lot of problems over each other's shoulders also. If Ayan had a production problem,
I would
he had to
discuss it
call,
with them.
He would use me sometimes for a meeting, or he would, you know, pick on Alia. So we've actually used each
Helped
other in
each
this
other
process a lot.
Right. And you know, as soon as you had that announcement out, of course, there were a lot of sexist reporting also on it. Has that decreased or things
What
are better?
announcement?
On
What's
what
sexist?
announcement?
What's your pregnancy, of course?
Screw them.
What were the-
Why should there be any sexist?
I don't think there was lots of sexist.
No, something you had actually clarified by
yeah,
a post.
1, 2, 3.
What? I don't even know about this.
I didn't remember when I said whatever. So I said.
Okay, I don't know.
Okay, anyway, so
Yeah.
has it gotten better or?
Yeah, I think it. I mean,
was fine only.
the fact that it's not come in my this thing since then, that means it's fine only.
Listen,
It's
boss,
fine.
one thing is clear. I'm not saying that because she's my wife. Alia in the history of Indian cinema is probably one of the most important actors that they've ever been. Whatever she's done, the work she's done on screen, or the kind of way she carries herself, and you know what the kind of value system that she has and what she stands by. I haven't really seen that. I haven't seen that strength in men or women. And I think we should just respect that. I think if she is the way she has carried herself through this entire marketing of this film, being pregnant, you know, being at the condition that she is, I mean, you should only be inspired by that. I mean, any kind of criticism is just jealousy and mischief makers and stupidity, and we should not take that seriously.
In the end, Ayan, there's also been a bit of criticism when it comes to dialogue, or maybe people have like a little bit of different opinion about it, and they said that it could have been done in a different fashion. What is your take on that?
You know, we're listening, to be honest, and not heard everything yet.
Okay.
But definitely listening to feedback, because by no means do I think that, you know, we cracked the code 10 on 10 on Brahmastra One. So one I want to say is that we accept it, and in the next few weeks we are going to listen to it even more deeply and take all that improvement into part 2. But what I want to say is, instead of focusing on, you know, the one or two things that we can improve on, which is great, I think there is a lot in Brahmastra which makes it a very, very, very unique experience. You know, lot of incredible sequences, lot of really nice thoughts, a beautiful love story, and right now, like I feel we should keep the focus on all that like positive stuff, but definitely hearing everything, improvement in the future.
Thank you so very much for this lovely conversation, and all the very best for
Thank you, Arun.
second part as well.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, Arun.
Thank you. This is Arun Singh for NDTV.
Thank you.